or so. Ya nna tsone tse neng dia kgoretisa mme le ya taletsa diphatse mo go tse dingwe a ko re update ka kgang eo. And the helicopter, the plane that you bought, how far are you? Where is this plane? Are you making some inroads about bringing back that plane? If not, why? Matata ke eng ka gore e duetswe ke government e duetswe ke puso. Matata ke le sa itsise sa nnete kana ha ile gore mongwe o etsereng ka tsela nngwe a sa etse sentle keng re sa bone le motsitse mo dikgotla tsekelo gore a sekele melato ya gagwe. Ke a leboga.
Ga te lo timeditse fly machine.
Ba timeditse fly machine se.
Ranta ke utwa e. Ramudikane.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Honorable MP. The review of the compensation of both animals and the rates. Mr. Chairman, we are working on the review of the compensation rates and the animals to be compensated for. We had done this exercise before in 2022, 2023, and we were always, the only stumbling block that always stopped us from continuing with this was that there wasn't enough financial resources to support what we were proposing. But we are working on it, and we will be presenting a proposal during the July sitting of Parliament to say this is what we are proposing. We are proposing to increase the number of animals to be compensated for, but we are not going to include everything. I have to be clear. Maybe we are only going to increase by 2 or 3 animals, because at the end of the day, we should be able to do what the government finances can afford. And with the amount of incidences that are happening right now, it is becoming unsustainable. So we are also looking at a number of options when it comes to dealing with these compensation issues. We are still exploring options. We don't have a concrete one at the moment except the compensation. But we will be submitting a proposal to Cabinet and Parliament in July. In terms of tourism, when we did a human wildlife conflict strategy during the year, and we consulted across the country, and there were a number of animals that were proposed, which were common, mainly Nelipiri, Tolo. Yeah, those were the 2 that were common across the country that people wanted us to include. So for now, those are the 2 that, from the top of my head, I can remember. But the rates, of course, will be
cheaper in. Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah. You have heard me many times. Ki bua ka di humanegisitse balemi ba tikologo ya Jwaneng.
Yeah.
Di ba humanegisitse. Ga ba robe se pomperang ka go tsaya ka go isa go tshimong ya mme o mongwe o bidwa go te Maditšhaba. There is nothing me le ditshwene ra tsemanteng ka te. Ya no tshwene le tholo kana tholo e bile botoka la ha le yone e tshwenya ka gore eta bosigo. But Janeta le motsegare, and is very intelligent, like I have always said. How we go back o ka re phakela ka 5 o bone ha tshimo ya go o tsile ka 5 ka moso ya go tla ka 4:30. How ka tla ka 4:30 ka moso ya go tla ka 3. How tla ka 3 ka kuri, you know, this animal why bo go lo sa lete gore re bolae ke ra gore go ikoba ga ene ra go re bolae ka gore go le ba ga le sa batle go e compensate and matsimo a batho as I speak ga gona le highly sepe matsimo a along the fence ya mine ya bo dithobane bo seletse bo makuyetso ga gona sepe but le tlogela eng a le tlogela ka bomo kana jang ka gore ga e jele batho bangwe ka ha ba leng ka teng le tlogela ka gore e jela ba nya ako le go baakanya pele ga go mo go tla ko parlamenteng tshwene e be e le nngwe ya di-animals tse e leng gore they are going to be compensated for kana e roba mmidi le ise o nne le setlhotle ko le ise o nne le sepe hela ka o setse o ntshitse gore wa baya ya roba yone nna e latlhela e re aja
Nyamele mme yone ya tshwene le yakanye yo tshwanya ka ha o tsitsi ka gape tshwene gore le go jewa ga e jewe ko o itela o ipotsa gore polo go le o tairiwe ka e senyetsa batho ka teng mme le gale ke tsa gore o ntse wa di araba tsa gare mtaosane.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ke tsa gore ke kgakollo re heritage tourism ke ngwa tse e leng gore ra di promote mo lehatsheng la rona, and these are areas kana in the tourism sector is a private sector led sector, so we are promoting this. That's why we partner le ba Mozambique to build the Samora Machel Museum ko Lobatse. This was also a way of encouraging the people of Lobatse and all those who are interested to go and run tourism activities in that area. Anti-poaching, Re-Army Wildlife Department, I thought Twisa poaching in this country. And what type of weapons are these? These are, let me start by what type of weapons are these that we are talking about. These are what are in the Arms and Ammunition Act. These are what are classified as arms of war. Basically what it means is that these are the weapons that are used by military and semi-paramilitary organizations. But I want to go back and remind ourselves that the Department of Wildlife and National Parks had been using these types of ammunition from 1988 up to 2018 when they were stopped. So we have experience of using this type of weapons. We have been trained for them. The teams have been trained for them. But now, because we have had a lag when they were withdrawn from the department, we have partnered with the Botswana Defence Force to train our people to ensure that by the time that the weapons are handed back of them, we have screened them, we have trained them, we have made sure that they are fit for purpose. Those who are not fit for purpose, we would have taken them out of them. Will this make a difference in dealing with poaching? Yes. It has proven over the years, during the years that wildlife was utilizing these weapons, poaching levels were at a very, very low level. And if you honorable members can remember, around 2018, immediately after the weapons were taken, we had a spike in poaching, which almost wiped out the entire population of rhinos in this country, because we did not have the right people who could deal with this poaching. So we are very confident that once we have the department well armed, well trained, well resourced, they will be able to deal with these issues. Yes, like I said, we have problems of shortage of vehicles. Maybe I should just retrace my steps and give a context to this. There was a time between maybe 2012 and 2017 when the Department of Wildlife didn't get any new vehicles. A lot of the vehicles that they were using were second-hand vehicles. So by now, those vehicles are almost down and out. There were some vehicles that were purchased some years ago, which were second-hand vehicles, and the ones that the honorable member is referring to. These vehicles some have worked for a short time, some really didn't do much work for us. So we have been given authority by the Government Fleet Management. It used to be called CTO. They have changed their name. But we've been given authority now to dispose of those vehicles, and the process has started. They will be disposed because they are in our inventory, but they are not usable. So we have taken a decision to dispose of them, and we have been given an opportunity to do that. Ready rekisa to both those who might want to buy them or buy them to do whatever they might do with them. Mr. Chairman, we have a number of helicopters. 2 of them have been taken have been transferred to DIS. They are currently being used for transporting the president when he's moving around the country. One of them is currently in South Africa for repair. And then there's a helicopter that the honorable member is referring to. We don't really know much about this helicopter, but the DCEC is currently undertaking a detailed investigation on that helicopter, and I think they have said they are at an advanced stage, but I don't have much detail on where the helicopter is or what. That's why we have engaged them to do a thorough investigation for us to be able to know, 1, whether there was a helicopter, and 2, if there was one, where is it at the moment?
A follow-up.
Thank you very much.
A follow-up on this one. How many helicopters did you purchase? Lona. How many did you get? You made an order and you paid. And how many did you receive? And how many did you not receive? Are you saying how is the PS or Lenel regularly the helicopter delegated to a letting? Mela Muketi delegate. This is a very straightforward question. My lord, if I am you are under oath.
Yes.
How many helicopters did you buy?
And how many did you receive?
And how many did you receive?
Clear question. Very fair question.
The records that we have tally with the helicopters that we have at the moment. However, we have had we had the rumors that there was an extra helicopter that was purchased. But the records we have now that has been looked through for quite a couple of years now, I tell you with the helicopters that we have. One that we have that has never really been here it's in South Africa and has been there for quite a while. However, we have been informed that there was another helicopter. That is why we had engaged DCEC to do the investigations, because we don't have the capacity to undertake such investigations.
Sorry. South Africa.
South Africa, it has been there for quite a while. We had sent our engineers there, but it hasn't been returned yet.
Chairman, what is quite a while? And PS, you don't seem convinced. As the accounting officer, I think I would want a bit more confidence on this issue. There's a helicopter that belongs to your ministry, which is in South Africa for how long? And what is the story there?
The helicopter that is in South Africa, that I'm talking to, has been in South Africa since 2020, 2021. Because we have, and the explanation that has been given to us had been that helicopter had been used, some of the parts from it had been used to maintain the other two helicopters that we had. But like I said, we had been informed that there had been another helicopter, but we don't have it in our records. So I can't definitely say there is that helicopter. That is why we have engaged the DCEC to undertake that investigation. And they had told us that they are almost concluding their investigations.
Get the last one. in simple terms, short and precise. Ekering, kana how re lona mo fleeting ya lona go supa go siamela mme gape bo sa mpolele gore la re lona le rekile di le kae le amogetse di le kae how re mo recording ya lona kore you are not giving me an answer ke bona hala le gore ya nong o sia ka nna ka tlhogo ya me. How many helicopters did you buy and how many did you receive?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And who was the supplier?
We bought 3 Augusta helicopters. 2 of them are at GIS as we speak. 1 of them is with the Department of Wildlife and National Parks. These are the 3 that we have on record. I have to speak to the ones that we have on record. And those are the 3 that we acquired.
So there's another one in South Africa or higher.
That's an order that is from another purchase.
Chairman, Coast Africa ke alona.
Yes.
And then highly alona. I want to mail accounting officer. I want to see a mail gore e be le kwa for about 4 years. And then what effort have you made for a boy like one gore ke nna la Coast Africa for 4 years? E pekile ampo I pekile ampo ya dirisio. And efforts are libisa kwa no lead delaying.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The one that is in South Africa, like I said, it went there for repair because it wasn't serviceable at the time. But then it had the explain because it has been there for a while and we've been trying to get it back and we couldn't get it back because we had been informed that some of the parts have been used to maintain the other 2 helicopters. This is the helicopter. This is one of the helicopters that are being investigated by GCC to ascertain really, because this is what we had taken it to them to say we have this problem that we have a helicopter that has long been in there and we seem to be having difficulty bringing it back. So we need to understand what are the issues, why is it not being brought back, and are there any other issues that are related to it that need
regarding the helicopter and also the Talabaring. Can I go when I as an accounting officer, you should be worried. What's the Koloi? We said Africa were 4 years ago. And home okay helicopter or the helicopter dia tour. Baba Horabali Rabar and Labu Helu won't let engage again.
Yes, we thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Munare or Chupa. Kerara Utemurili. Yeah,
thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had the last engagement we had with the DCEC was this week, Monday, and they were promising that they are concluding the investigation and they'll present the report.
What are you saying about these helicopters?
We regarding helicopters, like I said, it go GIS. Can a but it's at the time in a lane instruction or reduce go GIS or go transport.
Instruction from who? Sorry, Chairman. Instruction from who?
No, at the time it was an instruction from Office of the President, so we had to comply. We have already engaged. I think, Mr. Chairman, we have made significant engagements for the like if you go back, like say, the helicopter, we have already secured already the We are in an engagement there already helicopter. Now, one of the options that we have given, since the helicopter says then we be given a budget that will retake they are more fit for purpose right now than even the maintenance it's a little bit higher. So we feel if we given a budget, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, me, it's our Telegon Rabbi. You can't eat it.
Yeah,
There's no answer.
there's no answer.
There is no answer. Sir.
I get what you right.
There's no accountability.
But helicopter or a move to like a room, hello, okay, me, how you made bouquet. Hello,
But Maro, you are not the ministry.
Nyamia
Mr. Chairman, I can only talk to the records that we have in the ministry. Helicopter trace of one of the difficulties, I think Baba Nembale around this issue of the helicopter has been ongoing. Helicopter has been ongoing for a number of years. And one of the major challenges has been that that record. So
Chairman,
we cannot go and that is why we have given it to a competent authority who can go and check even to other people.
Lutula rumor hello engage a DCC.
Yeah.
Was that a credible rumor?
The reason was that we were being engaged a lot for helicopter. So we had to engage a competent authority who are competent in investigations to say, have we, they can do a forensic audit to one or army with our ISL or that competence.
Lutula rumor, was it a credible rumor? Can I mutuka nare helicopter I go go jam la go DCC.
Yes, I will say it was a credible room.
It was a credible room.
Yes, that's why we engaged.
Some thousand was a home pelare.
Keep it up with can I go have my Leonard friend here who buaka horibana lady helicopter zetar. Yano, Kantele, Habua, Horba engaged DCEC. When you get over engaged a helicopter, alien horike and aburari or yanum, easy to go for repairs and is not coming back. Yano Habua and Honayana, Husupala hore. Ubuaka another helicopter. Ya rumara. Ariano.
Ground where we I've been following you. Kankoreanu are in a room around incredible.
Yeah, before the rumor, the department has 3 helicopters, 2 of which are with DIS, 1 of which eco South Africa. Yanon Kio never engaged in DCEC. King helicopter really. That's what he's saying, if I got him correctly.
No. Mr.
My clarify.
Can I clarify so that I had said when a helicopter South Africa is a book, and we've been having difficulty to bring it back. Then there's a helicopters but we don't have it. So DCC is investigating 2 things. One, the helicopter what are the issues surrounding it and why is it that we cannot back? So these are the issues that we have tasked DCC, and DCC has confirmed or concluded the investigation. So they will be presenting the report, their investigation, to clarify these issues. So at the I wouldn't be able to give you any definite answer on those 2 issues.
Okay, note our interest on the two issues.
Yes.
Honorable
Yes.
Dikwa.
Yes.
Honorable